Welcome, Solara here. I hope you guys are doing well today. I figured I'd come on here and I'd do a pure reading. No downloads. No downloads whatsoever for today. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you to those of you who are joining me for the first time. Thank you to those of you who've been here, you know, from the beginning or joined recently. You're all welcome here. Thank you so much for all the love and the support you show me and the channel. Thank you for the love and the support you show one another. I appreciate each and every one of you in all the ways you contribute to my ability to grow my light and to spread it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to begin with, going into the oracles of shadow and light and see what's going to come through for us today. Wow. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we do have Marie Masquerade, glamour, intrigue, drama. Someone here has deep connections to Mary Magdalene and Mary Magdalene codes, and you've got someone here who either knows this truth about you or there's something about whether they know that's why they've been sent on this assignment to get in your way. That is the reason. You are a holder of Magdalene codes. What has come out here is we have Fairy of the Divine Hand, intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence. So for some of you, this is the energy that is this is the glamour energy that's being sent your way by this Marie Masquerade energy, who actually wanted to cloak themselves in your code. So again, this is the energy of somebody who needs to keep you out, who has had to keep you out of the truth of who you are in order to cloak themselves. And right now, what you're dealing with them is they're casting energies towards you to cause you to have a very distorted view of who you are. So that could be like, and oftentimes this energy, I'm sorry, but this is an energy of someone who has been close to you. This is a karmic feminine energy. Oftentimes it is a mother, it's an auntie, it's a sister, it's a cousin, you know, take it as it resonates. We do have voodoo in blue also, so this is indicating some kind of spell work. Attacks against the throat chakra, attacks against your autonomy. There's something very sick here about somebody who wanted to keep you all to themselves. They didn't want you in divine partnerships. You see how she's holding that doll? It's almost like that's the energy that this person was wanting to have you in. And the 22 is speaking of the divine partnerships. This person knew the truth about who you are. The number 14 is connected to the Temperance card of the tarot. That's also Earth Angel energy, but it is the energy of the 144 frequency. It's the energy that carries, that helps us to walk forth in our power in alignment with the frequency of truth. This person knew who you were. They didn't want you knowing. So we do have, this is like speaking to me also with the Fairy of the Divine Hand. With the number 2, what they're showing me is this is the energy of constantly trying to split you, to cause schism within yourself. But it's almost like this person purposely wanted to cause a schism within you to keep you out of the 22 energy. They knew for as long as they could cause a separation within you, they would keep you out of union with self, which would then keep you out of union with divine partnerships. This person has had a very strong need to keep you to themselves. Okay, we have I am Kali here coming out. From death comes rebirth. So what I'm seeing here again, I'm seeing this blue energy, but I'm seeing the blue energy that's in the background of the voodoo in blue is becoming the wholeness of Kali here. So there's something here about, it could be Kali herself that's coming in to assist you. It doesn't have to be. This just speaks of the energy of the end. There's no more of this. We do have the Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave, right? So this is showing me that there are situations that either are occurring in your reality or about to occur because this energy is coming to an end. There's something here that's going to rattle you. it's going to rattle you, because there is this thing here of it's time to be brave. And when I say it's going to rattle you, I'm not trying to put fear. I'm not saying that somebody's going to come and do something that's going to put you in a state of fear. In fact, it's the opposite. It's whatever is coming in order to move this energy out of your reality so that it no longer can be casting this glamour magic and causing you to have a distorted view of yourself, and causing your energies to be causing you to be at war with self, and casting these spells and trying to silence you, you know, attacks against your throat and your truth, and trying to keep that energy for themselves. There's been a clear line in the sand where that's not happening anymore. And so now whatever it takes in order to bring things back into balance, it's going to happen. Okay, so for a lot of these energies, they kept on, excuse me, they were warned to stop. They were warned to stop, and all of them have like a certain expiration that has to do with your ascension, that has to do with your accessing higher levels of power. Once you access a certain level of your own power and autonomy over your own energy field, these energies are no longer really allowed to do what it is that they do, because understand and overstand that even your ops, your watchers, these people are part of your divine, are part of the divine plan that needed to roll out in order for you to re-access your own truth and your power. But some of them have superseded the timeline of that. Like, you've already passed that, and they're still trying to push themselves into your fields. And so as such, they're being forcibly removed. And this energy of the full moon in Virgo, and even Saturn entering Pisces, and even last week with that Venus-Jupiter conjunction, is getting the ball rolling now, whereby these energies that refuse to stop doing what they're doing, they refuse to surrender and just let you be, and let you have what is rightfully yours that they've been stealing. Now they're about to be forcibly removed. So this energy of it's time to be brave, it's the number 20 card in this deck. This is also judgment energy. This is when you see the things happen that are necessary for your rebirth. Right? So this is the energy that we're in, and it's not, it's this message that came out last week again. It's not your fault that this is happening. These people, energies, factions, corporations, they were given the opportunity to stop. And even with this last full moon, many of them were still throwing stuff. And a lot of it at this point, my guides were showing me, it's not even that they're believing that they can have an effect on you in the sense that they can stop your path. It's almost worse. It's a higher insult even to the divine at this point, because it's pure vengeance. It's pure vengeance. And what are they avenging at this point? You taking back what is yours, you living in a way where you're not being constantly attacked. Oh, wait a minute. You giving back the very energy that they dished out to you. You saying enough and taking back your own energy that ultimately was yours that they were stealing. This is some real, like, narcissistic bullcrap. Let's go into the Kipper deck. So your challenge right here, because when the cards come out in threes for me, my guides tend to show me, like, this would be the overarching theme right now, is like trying to keep you in a distorted view of your reality. This would be the challenge, in that that's whatever was doing that is coming to break this. And it's a challenge because what's coming next is not something that you necessarily wanted to see, but it is, like, this is how you're going to have to navigate these energies. You're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to hold on to your sword of truth. You're going to have to go up the mountain and recognize that just because you're leaving these people in the valley, or you're leaving them in a ditch, it's not to deter you from climbing higher now. Enough is enough. Someone tried to attach something to your heart space with this last full moon. The point of attaching to your heart space was you have the energy of something coming towards you that wants to share in your energy to grow it. Something wants to come towards you in order to share your energy so that it can grow. That's what I'm getting with this again. This 2 card and then this 22. This is what they're trying to block. They're trying to block the 22 energy and keep you in the state of 2, because for as long as you are by yourself, you're not owning your own energy. They're taking it for themselves. It's like this person is very jealous of your energy. They want to, again, this is a karmic feminine energy. So for some of you, this might be a lover, you know, but it doesn't have to be. This person doesn't want to see you co-create with anyone else. They feel entitled to your creative energies for themselves. They don't want you accessing it, and they definitely don't want you growing it with another person. That's their fear, because once you're able to connect in some kind of co-creative project, whether it's romantic, professional, there's something about you merging your energy with another person's that they've been determined to stop. And to that effect, they try to attach something to your heart. And it's almost like, because they're showing me, I've never noticed this in this card before, but do you see where Kali, she has her hand right up against her heart space and it's going into the higher heart area. It's almost like they wanted to block off not only your love opportunities, but your ability to connect with your divine ability to love, your unconditional love. Remember, I've been talking to you about how this Neptune energy, this heavy Neptune energy of the season has been about reconnecting us with our ability to love as God, because as we move forward, we are here to see the new earth relational dynamics that are going to be responsible for clearing out the abusive narcissistic templates of the old world. And in order to do that, this is why we've had to do the healing of learning how to connect with the God within self, so then we can learn how to love like God, because we see the God within others, that namaste energy. This person was trying to block you off from that ability to love divinely, try to block you off from your higher heart and your heart energy. For some of you, they want you believing that that you can't have like certain, you can't have healthy dynamics in relationships. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friendships. It can be you know, business partnerships, romantic, etc. But the point is, what you have to know is that whoever this is, this Marie Masquerade person is, again, like I said, I'm picking up energy of someone who's been in your life for a while. Okay, so this is very heavy karmic mother energy, but, you know, take it as it resonates. This person has orchestrated situations with you whereby you've constantly been going through these broken relationships with others because they wanted you for themselves. They wanted you at war with self so that they could have ultimate access to you. And because of that, they are very aware emotionally of how that has played out for you, meaning that you probably have not had any healthy dynamics because you've been under this kind of control. And so as such, they're trying to play on that story within your own heart or within your own mind, 1944 on my clock, which would have you think that there's something that has been inherently wrong with you, and there isn't, okay? Yeah, we have child. This is the energy of somebody who's been doing this since you were a child. And then number 18 is the moon energy. This is something that's been hidden. This is why I keep on saying this feels like a karmic mother. They don't want you knowing that you are of high honor. This is coming right out in the challenge position. This is what they're trying to hide. This is what Kali has to come in now and put an end to. right? And the 25, not for nothing, when you break that down to the 2 and the 5, that is, well, first of all, that's High Priestess and Hierophant energy. That means that you rank very highly spiritually speaking. You're either a High Priestess or you're a Hierophant, you know, that kind of energy of being very spiritually in tune and even being a spiritual, you know, quote unquote leader, you know, here to guide people into the fullness of their own truth and power. This has been what they've been obviously like cloaking from you, but also trying to keep you in distortion over. But this 2 and 5 is also the, you know, the 7, which is the energy of the Chariot. I feel like the reason why this card of like it's time to be brave is because, like I said, that some of these energies are about to be forcibly removed. They're showing me like something about to be like steamrolled out of your life. Not somebody, but something is about to be like steamrolled out of your life. Like that's how potent the removal, the forcible removal of this energy is going to have to be. We have Thief. That's come out too. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Journey. I'm going to get more into this Thief energy because it's coming out with the Fairy of the Highlands and what it is that you're supposed to do. It's almost like, no, I don't want to speculate because I'm not getting a clear message on that. Let's go into the tarot and see this Thief energy. The 2 and the 4 is the High Priestess and the Emperor. High Priestess and the Emperor. 6 is the Lovers. High Priestess and the Emperor. High Priestess and the Emperor. Why is this Thief card here? What's it got to do with a High Priestess and an Emperor? Marie Masquerade. What has this got to do with a High Priestess and an Emperor? That's not. This is the Knight of Pentacles coming out in reverse. And it flipped right onto the distorted view, Fairy of the Divine Hand and the Child card. But I was asking about the Thief energy, but it wanted to come out. There's something here. There's something here about this person, people, group, corporate, whoever this is for you. This is giving me like one last heist kind of energy. It's almost like this person is going to attempt to do something to abort an energy here. There's been something that's been moving towards you slowly. There's something that's been moving towards you that's stable. The Knight of Pentacles is the most stable knight. He gets the job done. This is something that's been waiting to come into your energy, whether it's a person or whether it's a thing. With the Pentacles energy, it can have to do with money. Something's been waiting to come towards you, or it's been making its way towards you steadily. And I'm like feeling it's been coming towards you steadily as you climbed. Remember I said as you climb into your power, they lose the ability to continue doing what they're doing divinely. Their contract to do that is over because it's no longer serving the purpose of waking you up, because even that was divinely appointed. As you continue to wake up, this thing started coming closer to you. And now it's like it's getting so close that they're trying to come in and abort this. This is what the Thief energy is about. Just saw the Seven of Swords. The Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands come together. This is Aries energy. This is something to do with Aries season. Something is coming towards you in Aries season. The Three of Wands is the second decan of Aries. So that would be, we're coming up to Aries season from the 21st of March until the 1st of April would be kind of the, so from the decan that begins on the 1st of April, April Fools. There's something there about the April Fool's energy. I don't know the history of April Fool's Day. I don't know why it's called April Fool's Day. I'm going to look it up, but I'm going to look it up very briefly because I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole, and I don't want to keep you here while I do research, because this is something that's not just a quick message, I feel. There's something about April Fool's Day. This doesn't have to necessarily be purely an energy that's coming up. This could be something that has been done repetitively in this energy in the past, and this is why they are wanting to try something again. April Fool's Day, practical jokes and hoaxes. Jokesters often expose their actions by shouting April Fools. Mass media can be involved with these pranks. Give me just 1 second, because what I'm getting here is that the one who's tried to make a fool out of you is about to be the April Fool. There's something about that chunk of time. It will be around April 1st to April 10th. That is this Three of Wands energy. It is setting something off. The Ace of Wands is always the beginning of an energy. It's how energy begins. Some historians speculate that April Fool's Day dates back to 1582 when France switched from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian. In the Julian calendar, as in the Hindu calendar, the new year began with the spring equinox around April 1st. People who were slow to get the news or failed to recognize that the start of the new year had moved to January 1st and continued to celebrate it during the last week of March through April 1st became the butt of jokes and hoaxes and were called April Fools. Oh. These pranks included having paper fish placed on their backs and being referred to as a poisson d'avril, April fish, said to symbolize a young, easily caught fish and a gullible person. Okay, there's a lot here. I'm not going to go too much deeper than this, but what I'm really picking up here more than anything is that there have been people in your life that have been playing you for the fool, and they've been doing it very regularly to the point where they thought that they would just continually get away with it. It's gotten to the point where they are no longer getting away with it. It's not going to stop them from trying. This energy of Kali, whether you want to consider it being Kali or you just want to consider it to be the energy of death, which is also, you know, very Plutonic, and Pluto is moving into Aquarius at the end of March. Whoever has been trying to pull the wool over your eyes, to play you as a fool, the table is about to be turned on them. So in that thing just now, it was on history.com if any of you guys are interested in that article, but in that April Fool's article just now, they were talking about how the switch from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar, they made fun of those who were still stuck in the old way of doing things when they had decided that the Gregorian calendar was the way forward. But here's the thing, we're about to switch up again because, and not that we're switching up the calendar, but as people come into the truth of who they are, they're realizing that the Gregorian calendar was created in such a way to you know, for the Roman Empire to plant the seeds of capitalism and create this energetic distortion with time, whereby you know, we would become better slaves, kind of slaves to time, slaves to the calendar, slaves to what they wanted us to do by taking us out of energetic alignment with the truth of what was happening. Not only with the regular astrological calendar, but even seasonally speaking. The whole point was to keep us at war with self, to keep us in discord, to keep us out of balance and out of sync. And one of the main ways they did that was by switching the calendar. So the ones who refused to change were the ones who were seen as fools. So many of you were seen as fools, but now there's about to be a switch again. And there's something about this date, and they've been working towards this for a while with the Eight of Pentacles. But it feels like it's like one last heist. That's what was coming through. They've been working on this for a while. It's almost like this energy it's almost like this energy of when you try to dot all your I's and cross all your T's. It's almost as if even though they didn't believe you would get this far, they tried to make provisions for this possibility. And this is what's about to blow up in their faces, because they're about to come in and try to do something that they've already been planning. Because what I'm getting with this Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting dual energy here. It's also that they've been planning for this thing to come towards you slowly should you get to this level in their game. And they've been, planning slowly for what could occur. They've been planning for this for a while, the possibility of this, and whatever it is that they put into place, they're about to try to implement now, but they're about to implement it in energies where it's already been decreed that their time of fucking with you is over, and they're about to be forcibly removed. And it's almost like their attempts to try to come in and to be a thief and to try to fool you is ultimately what's going to be their own, is what's going to expose them for what it is they've been doing. So in that article, it was talking about something to do with exposing. I forget what it is, but I picked up on that energy, and that's what I'm getting here. It's like whatever it is that they've been trying to do undercover, all of those hands in the pot, trying to fuck with your reality and pretending like you were the problem the whole time. Whatever pranks they've been, not pranks, but whatever it is that they've been doing that they thought was covert and in the dark, their attempt to do it again is about to make them the fool. They're about to be exposed. They're about to expose themselves by way of coming back into your fields, and in their own self-exposure, that's going to be what is also part of their demise. So for some of you, there's something that's about to happen quite publicly. And when I say publicly, it could be on the TV. I don't know. It could be on the internet, but it doesn't have to be. What it means is that it's going to happen in a way that people outside your intimate circle, if these are intimate energies, are going to bear witness to this. There'll be no more being able to kind of hide, throw the rocks and hide the hands. And it's like a big thing that they've been planning, but it's something it's like a last resort kind of thing. But again, you're dealing with people who are planning things based upon old energetic principles, and you're also dealing with people who have no respect for universal law, and they are not even aware that the reason a lot of their stuff is already not working out is because their contracts to do this shit, it's over. So every time they try to come into your fields, and it's more exposure. And so far, it's been the exposure that's coming to you. You've been seeing what's been happening. You've been gleaning more information. You've been seeing their tactics and their strategies. But now it's almost like this April Fool's energy is going to materially expose. So in terms of signs here, we have very strong earth energy. We have at the bottom of the deck also the Eight of Pentacles, and that is Virgo energy. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And then the Three of Wands is Aries, and the Ace of Wands is Aries too, but also to a lesser extent, it is Leo and Sag energy. So those are the signs that are coming up, or the energies that are coming up. There's something here about when the mutable meets the cardinal. Virgo energy is mutable energy. Mutable energy, it occurs right before we go back into cardinal energies. Give me a second. Let me just confirm that that's right everywhere. Mutable energy of Virgo goes into the cardinal energy of Libra. The mutable energy of Pisces goes into the cardinal energy of Aries. The mutable energy of Gemini goes into the cardinal energy of Cancer, and the mutable energy of Sagittarius goes into the cardinal energy of Capricorn. Yeah. So there's something here about this interplay between the mutable and the cardinal. And my guys are talking to me a bit about this today also. So in astrology, we have, you have cardinal energy, and then you have fixed energy, and then you have mutable energy. And astrologically speaking, and I'm not very well versed in this. I've learned astrology through tarot and channeling, not conventionally so, but from the little I know, there's something about each of these cardinal, fixed, and mutable energies having a cross. And this is where we get this whole part of Jesus carrying his cross, and us being told to carry our cross, or to go to the cross with what it is that we have to leave behind, or to sacrifice, or to transmute. There's something, it's actually very intertwined with this energy of the mutable cross, the cardinal cross, and the fixed cross. And the fixed cross energy is the energy of like fate and destiny. It's why it's connected in the major arcana to the wheel of fortune, to the world. That's why all 4 signs are on that. That's the fixed cross. But there's something here about the mutable energy. It's almost like, because Pisces, we're in mutable energy now. The full moon in Virgo is mutable. This is where I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up from this Virgo energy and Aries energy. It's mutable energy. This is like an energy that is, mutable energy comes to almost like integrate. It's like an integrating energy in preparation for us to go forward. And you're in a state, if this reading, is speaking to you, you're in a state of integrating a lot of stuff that's helping to push you forward. They think that they're in a state of integrating a lot of stuff that's going to ultimately push you out of the way, push you off your chariot so they can move forward and steamroll you. But ultimately, it's the energies are also, because we're going through that new moon in Aries, Alpha Omega portal is about to flip on them. Flip on them. But there's still something about this. Maybe that's a very specific message for somebody that's going to pull more out of that. But there's something important here about this mutable cardinal energy that maybe my guides are going to get into with me a little bit more at a later date. But this is where we are. So we got Virgo energy in Aries. It's also 6th house. It's about our routines, and it's about our identity, our I am identity, our who it is that God, the Most High, the Divine, has declared us to be, and why we're here. And the identity that we oftentimes have forfeited in order to be a part of the matrix system. And the Aries energy coming through in Aries season is helping us to reconnect with that I am identity so that we can take back our crown. And it's going to be further solidified, and further solidified when the nodes switch into Aries on Aries and Libra on July the 18th, and Cancer season. Things are about to really get going. There's a lot of cardinal energy that's busting through the gate right now. With 2023 being a year of the Chariot, which again is connected to the Cancer energy, and that's the second cardinal energy of the zodiac wheel. there's something very big about the cardinal cross this year, and helping things that have become stuck in time. That's what I'm getting. Things that have become stuck in time to get unstuck and moving. Some of you are getting ready to be like, if you are still in this situation in some way, or you've been like that stuck in time energy, you are getting ready to be moved away from it. Some of you might be traveling. Some of you, this getting stuck in time energy has literally blocked your opportunities to be in the places that you're supposed to be in. It's like these energies wanted you in places where you weren't in alignment. But the funny thing is that you also were put in those places in order to help to bring the energies of those spaces into alignment, if that makes sense. But now, many of you, your contracts in certain places and locations are closing out now too, because they're connected to the old energy, and what you've been there, what you were placed there to do, it's over. A lot of you, you thought you were sitting down the whole time and just healing yourself, and you were healing the land. You were healing the community, and you might not have been doing it actively, but what you must understand and overstand is that as these solar activations flood our planet, they activate codes within you, and these codes are like having a conversation. They're having a conversation, and they're assisting your ascension, but they're assisting the ascension collectively. And there's something here about some of you needing to be in certain places, or pretty much all of us having to be in certain places in order that when these solar activations hit, we were the conduit through which they could flow in order to bring change to the environment and the people and all that other stuff. And now your time of being in that lower density energy, it's over. It's over. And again, this is all interconnected. So some of you, the reason you felt like you were stuck in certain locations or situations was, again, that energy of being stuck in time. And now there's no more being stuck in time. Like there's something that's about to open up to allow a very quick forward progression. And again, like I said, this is the card at the bottom of the deck. I said this before I got into the Kipper deck, I think. I said something about something steamrolling, right? That's what it feels like. It feels like whatever people, situations, spells, whatever it is that's been getting you stuck in time, it's like this energy is about to steamroll them. And it's like, prepare yourself, because it's not going to be pretty, but it's necessary. Your ascension back to the top of your own mountain is going to mean that you have to throw off those that had planted a flag on your mountain and pretending that the mountain was theirs. And it's not pretty, because they refused to move even though they knew you were coming back up. They tried to throw rocks at you and send you all manner of thieves and energies to try to keep you distracted and from getting to the top of the mountain. And what they've done is they have increased the trouble that's coming their way, because they wouldn't just come down and be like, yeah, you're right, it's your turn, kind of thing, you know? Yeah, I'm just wanting to see if there's anything else here. I really do feel like I want to connect with some dragon energy. Beautiful soul sent me this deck. I've been wanting it for a really, really long time. And I see now why. It's a very, very powerful deck. It's called the Dragon Oracle Cards by Diana Cooper. And I think I'm going to go into that. I have another dragon deck that I work with also when I work with dragon energy. There's a lot shifting in the actual earth plane right now that is dawning this time where, like I know I know I've been saying, that we've reached a point where there's no going back. But the way that energy works is that what happens first, what is made real first in spirit, must then come through, you know, other planes, like namely the mental and the emotional planes, before it lands here on earth and becomes a reality. And it really does feel like, you know, as above, so below. There's a big ceiling of like the energies that have been fated and destined that are actually playing out now in the earth, in like us, in our realities. But what I'm picking up more is it's energetically occurring in the earth herself, in the ley lines specifically. There's a recalibration, there's a taking back of. I know I didn't get to answering my comments from yesterday, but I did look at them. I will come back and get back to you guys, even if it's just to acknowledge that I've seen you. But there was somebody who was bringing up this, which I wasn't aware of, you know, that there was some kind of story about the core of the earth stopping. And while I have not read that, it makes perfect sense to me that that would be the case, because what I've been picking up energetically is there has been it's almost like that energy of time having to stop in order to start again. And there's no going back to the old time. It feels at this point like any control they've had over the energetic ley lines and chakra system of the earth is over. It's over. That doesn't mean that, you know, they're not going to retaliate and et cetera, but it feels like their chance, any chance that they thought they had to shift this thing is done. And it's sealed now on and in the earth as it is in the heavens. Like this is like fated energy, like nothing can be stopped. This is the year of the chariot. Let's see what the dragons want to come through and speak to us here. What do the dragons want to come through and say to us? I heard another reader talk about this the other day. I forget her name. I posted one of her videos before when she was talking about like solar plexus and karmic mother energies. She was talking about how, many divine beings are going to start moving into locations that are more astrologically aligned. And this is not something I really get yet. Like I've looked at the charts that show us location and, you know, your Pluto line and all that other stuff. I still find it a little bit confusing, so it's not really my time to delve into that energy properly yet. But there is something to be said right now. I've had people even coming to me, either making inquiries or, people I've worked with, and even somebody today who came to me to share something with me about, I've had a lot of this stuff around location and energy, ley lines and chakra system of the earth and what all of this means. And it really does feel like there has been a grand alignment that has occurred within the energy system and energy fields of Earth herself. That now means that we can move forward and into places where we are in divine alignment. I feel like many people have had to deal with like strong Plutonian, even Saturnian energy in terms of where they may have been placed astrologically speaking. And that's because certain karma had to play out, or you carried certain energies that were needed in order to bring this death and rebirth, this transformation. And now it's done. It's going to be, the energy is going to start opening up for you to move forward and into, like, I don't know, like your Jupiter line or your Venus line, Look at this. We have golden Christed Dragon, this is so beautiful. Brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light, absorb the Christ light. You are protected, expand your heart, and remain fifth dimensional. So remember at the beginning of the reading, I was also saying that this Kali energy was almost like this person was sending or is trying to send something. Now it's possible that this is what they're trying to do as we move into these April 1st energies. But it's again about this energy of attaching to your heart space. It's almost like the golden Christed energy is very much connected to the energy of your Kundalini rising, your Christ energy rising. And the golden Christed dragons are very, as I've been shown it, they are, you have the rainbow dragons of the ley lines, and then you have dragons that are in higher, I don't want to say like, it's almost like they kind of like are overseers of the energy, and the golden dragons have always come through as being like the overseers of energy, but especially around Glastonbury, around the heart chakra of the earth. And there's something here about certain activations that are either coming through with the new moon in Aries or already have come through. There's something here about those activations that it's almost like had these activations not occurred, then this person's plan could have come to pass. But because they have, because we've secured these energies, it's like they're about to be steamrolled, and you're about to be steamrolled out. And again, we have more golden energy. Like there's so much golden energy flooding the planet right now. Like you're getting back your golden alchemy, you're getting back your solar codes, you're getting back full guardianship to your solar plexus. Like you're getting back your knowledge from the last golden age, because this is what you ultimately have been, like they've been at war against you and trying to keep you at war with self, so you wouldn't have those DNA activations that would allow you to re-access the very specific codes that you brought in from the golden age, that you're here to seed again into the new earth. Like it's done is all I can say, because at the bottom of the deck we have the golden solar dragon. Helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. And the inspired leader energy, again, is this Aries energy of becoming Godhead over self, so that you can then be in a position to help lead others back into their power. You know, so there's so much occurring right now, so much beauty in the midst of the fuckery, so much golden energy flooding our planet to activate you back into the truth of who you are as we move through this alpha omega energy of the new moon in Aries, with the sun and the moon at that 0-degree point. Yeah. This is beautiful energy. I forgot to do this yesterday because I tried to wrap up the downloads quickly, because I saw that the video had paused and it probably was going to go into a time lag, which of course it did. And somebody pointed out that it was at a point where I was speaking about, you know, connecting again with that I am identity, or connecting with the divine. Oh, I wanted to go in. So I forgot to get out your abundance angels card, which I will get into, but, oh, look at it. Look at it. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your project. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. And this is what the golden Christed dragon is helping you to do also. It's helping you to stay centered in the energy that you need now in order to also receive, because the expansion of your heart is about putting out the signal of what it is that you want coming into your field. So the golden Christed dragon is helping you also to connect with, to reconnect with the truth of who you are, your deservingness of every beautiful thing that's about to come your way. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you are. So yeah, your obstacles and blocks are being lifted, including the ones that that would have you block yourself because of, you know, being at war with self. This is exactly why this person, people, factions, corporations, you know, take it as it resonates, wanted you at war with yourself. But these energies, the golden Christed, the golden solar dragon, they're all helping you to connect with your power, but they're really helping you to reconnect with your divine value system. Come Taurus season, you're going to start seeing big changes, because the Taurus energy, which is your energy field in general, is what is connecting you back. This is why the North Node in Taurus has been so significant. It was there to help us reconnect back to our true divine value system. And now, because we have, the earth has changed. And now we're able to attract back to us everything that was always ours, and we need now for our mission to move forward and to support these higher energies and to help others come into them. Temple of the Sun. That's another golden dragon. Oh my gosh, I love you, golden dragons. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love the golden dragon energy. It's so freaking potent. I love the golden dragons. Prayer. I don't think I need to get another dragon card. I think the Temple of the Sun, golden dragon at the bottom, was just wanting to further make it a trio of golden dragons, solar dragons. This is also what protects you right now. You're protected by freaking golden dragons. Golden dragons. Protecting your solar energies, protecting your divine treasure, protecting you so that anything that would try to come and even think that they can get into your energy to steal what isn't theirs, they're about to be steamrolled. Because this is the level of protection many of you have already acquired because of the serious self-work you've done to come back into union and to reclaim and to help to heal your divine feminine energies within so that your divine masculine could rise again. That's what you've done. And now it's time for your golden child to be born, and you're fully supported. The golden dragons are protecting your child. The Mother Mary energy of Virgo is protecting and guarding your child, your solar child. That's what this is about. So I hope that this reading was helpful and insightful. It's been a pleasure reading for you as always. If you would like to connect with me, my website is below. If you are interested in any of my services, please check it out on my website first and then send me an email citing what it is that you're wanting to do, whether it's mentorship, a tarot astrology report, or one of my other services. I don't have a checkout function on my website because I like to know who's coming to me, and I do all my own scheduling by way of communicating with you. Okay, so what else? What else? What else? If you'd like to become a member of my Daily Alchemy members portal, where I share 5 channeled written messages a week, plus weekly extras like the full moon in Virgo report, full moon in Pisces, the month ahead tarot astrology report. All of that is included in membership. Then please do check me out on my website again if you'd like to donate to the channel and to my mission, or you'd like to donate a deck to the channel. Then you can always find that information in the description box below too. But I think those are all the announcements. I love you guys. Thank you for holding the energies. Thank you for healing yourselves. Thank you for doing what it is that you had to do for yourselves so that we can all collectively, you know, feel and go through this shift together. And one more thing, you know, like now that we're being moved out of these energies where we had to stay until Earth could make a shift, we can find one another again physically, which is a beautiful thing. So that's another thing that's about to start happening a lot more. So yes. I wish you guys every joyful, beautiful, gorgeous thing under the sun that brings such satisfaction to your soul that you're then able to grow and share with the world and with the earth in making it an even more delightful place. I'll see you again soon. Until next time, be well.